Hey guys, it's Lauren. Welcome to Lauren's Book Corner and happy June. Today I have my June reading plans to share with you. So first up and most exciting, I am going to be reading Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because I want to participate in my friends Roxy and Brian's read along that they're doing. Roxy's channel is Roxy Mood Reads, I believe, and Brian's channel is Casper's Mystery Corner. If I said their channel names wrong, because I'm really bad at remembering people's channel names, I will have them linked down in the description box so you can go and check out their channels. They're both really fun and have great videos for you there. They also have intro videos for this read along, and basically what we're doing is we're just reading one Harry Potter book a month up until December. They're going to have discussion, like live discussions, and I think they're going to also do like a watch along of the new show that's coming out on HBO Max. So this is my first time reading through the Harry Potter books, and I'm so excited to get to do it with a bunch of friends. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I did download the I used my Audible credit this month to get the dramatized audio, and I'm really looking forward to that. So that's the first book. And then I'm still working my way through the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I also have big plans. I want to get all of her books read before the new ACOTAR book comes out in October. This is my first time fully reading through the Throne of Glass series, and I think what I'm going to do when I complete this is probably read Crescent City and then move on to ACOTAR. I'm not really sure. But yeah, Empire of Storms is my next book. I do listen to these on audio while physically reading them, major immersion reading. It just helps me to keep track of the characters a little bit better because this series is more fantasy focused than it is romance. There's definitely romance, but it's got lots of fantasy, lots of characters to keep track of, but it's super fun. I'm really having a good time with it. And then because I'm a mood reader and I have no self control with starting books, I also started The Auction by Sadie Kincaid. Can we just take a minute and appreciate this cover? I just think this is so pretty. I know that the cover doesn't matter. I know that the sprayed edges do not matter, but I am a sucker for anything with floral print on it and then kind of gothic. It has like this gothic look to it. I don't know. It just called to me. This is the first book in the Wages of Sin duology, and I believe the second book comes out later this year. So both books will be out. This is my first time reading Sadie Kincaid. She is a dark romance author, and typically I do not read dark romance. No hate against it. It's just not usually my cup of tea. However, this is a Beauty and the Beast mafia-esque retelling, and if you tell me that your book is Beauty and the Beast anything, like if it's a reimagining, a retelling, what have you, it could be a sci-fi Beauty and the Beast retelling with blue aliens, and I would want to read it because Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney movie. It's one of my favorite fairy tales. I just love it. So I'm not super far into this one, and I am enjoying it so far. It's definitely got dark romance vibes. If you are a dark romance reader, you know that you're going to usually get more just darker themes, and there's like a little bit more language sometimes, and there's not been any open door scenes yet. I don't know how spicy the series is going to be. We'll see. I will report back hopefully at the end of the month, but I'm enjoying it so far. I'm also reading Lethal Licorice by Amanda Flowers. This is like the opposite end of the spectrum. This is a cozy mystery. It's the second book in the Amish Candy Shop mystery series. I love this series, you guys. I cannot express to you how much I love this series. It's so cute. I love the characters. I really love Bailey as a main character. So in this series, the first book, you meet Bailey King. She is a chocolatier, and she is going home to Harvest, Ohio to visit her grandparents and help them out at their candy shop because her grandfather isn't well. And of course, as in all cozy mysteries, somebody winds up murdered and Bailey gets accused of the crime. And so she has to try to solve it to clear her name. In the second book, she is competing in a Amish, what do you call it? Candy competition. It's a candy competition, and one of the contestants ends up getting murdered. And so she is trying to figure out what happened. And there's this really cute pig named Jethro, I think is his name, Jethro. He's super cute, and I love it. It's a lot of fun. There's also a little bit of romance, which is fun too. I'm also hoping to get to Summer Night by Jim Butcher. I meant to get to this last month, and I just didn't get to it. So it's just rolling over to this month. This is the fourth book in the Dresden Files series, which is definitely one of my new favorite series. I love it. It's about a wizard named Harry Dresden who's a PI in Chicago, and he helps to solve crime that usually has a supernatural twist to it. And there's really great characters, really great humor. It's just a lot of fun. So looking forward to that one. I like to listen to the audiobooks. They are narrated by the guy who plays Spike in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and he does an amazing, amazing job. Here's another paranormal for you. This cover is cringy, I'm not gonna lie, but this is Primal Bonds by Jennifer Ashley. We've got our very buff hero on the cover. These covers, oh my. But this follows Sean Morrissey, who is a guardian. He is also a cat shifter, and I'm not really sure what's going to happen in this book. I read the first book last month and I liked it okay, and I decided to continue on and just see if the series is a good fit for me. I hate to judge a series just by the first book. I liked it enough that I'm like, okay, let's carry on. So I'm not going to tell you exactly what this book is about, but I will give you like a brief, if you're looking for a paranormal romance series. The first book is called, I think it's Mate Bond. No, I would say Mate Bond. It's called Pride Mates. And in that book, you meet Liam, who is the son of one of the like head shifters of their community. And in this series, shifters are known to society, and they are integrated into our society, sort of. There are all different types of shifters. There's wolf shifters, bear shifters, cat shifters. There's fae, and I think there might be vampires later on. Don't quote me because they've talked about them, but I don't know if they're going to show up or not. But basically in the first book, you learn that shifters are, while they are integrated into our society, they are heavily discriminated against. They are not allowed to have a lot of the same conveniences that humans have. They are required to live in small kind of communities on the outskirts. There's lots of places they're not allowed to go. There'll be like signs up in restaurants and stores saying no shifters allowed here. So lots of, discrimination against them. And in the first book, a shifter is accused of killing his girlfriend. And so a human woman named Kim ends up coming. She's a district attorney, and she comes to try to help defend him because she thinks he's innocent. And she kind of comes into the community, meets these shifters, realizes that they're not the bad monsters that we think they are, and there's mystery and intrigue. It was good. I liked it. It's definitely on the spicier side of things, which it's okay. I don't mind that. Like I said, I don't mind some spice in my books. I just don't like when that's all there is, and I feel like it could have been a little less spice and a little more mystery, but you never know how it will go. I mean, when you see a cover like this, you kind of know what you're gonna get. But I have to say that I like the way that Jennifer Ashley writes family. There's a lot of found family, a lot of like emphasis on like taking care of your own, being kind to others. There was a lot of that really good character development in there too. So we'll continue on and see what I think, but I'm curious to know if anyone has read Jennifer Ashley's paranormal romance. I know she's pretty popular for her historical romance, which I am planning to try. Um, but has anyone else read this series? Do you like it? What do you think? Let me know. It's a pretty long running series. There's a lot of books. Speaking of historical romance, I am still reading Wicked Intentions by Elizabeth Hoyt. This is the first book in the Maiden Lane series, and it is a historical romance series that is set in the 1700s. I think it's like the Georgian era. And it's known for being a little darker, a little grittier. It has more intrigue and mystery involved in the series. This one does actually have the setback. I got this one off of Thrift Books because the newer copies or the newer editions have the guys on the cover, and I don't really like those covers as much. But this one we follow Temperance, who is, her and her brother Winter run a family home, and their orphanage is really struggling. They need a new patron. They lost their original patron, and they are running out of money, and they're not sure what they're going to do. And by chance, Temperance runs into our hero. His name is Lazarus, or Lord Care, and he is a rake. He has a bad reputation, but he also has a lot of money, and he offers to help Temperance out. They kind of come to an agreement where he is looking for the killer of his mistress. There's a mystery kind of revolving around the death of his mistress, and he needs to talk to different people living in Maiden Lane, which is kind of like the poorer end of the area they live in London, I believe. And so people don't want to talk to him. They don't trust him. He has a bad reputation. Plus, he's really wealthy, and these people are kind of afraid of him. So because she's known in the community and, known as a kind person, he's like, you can help me find my way around and ask people questions. And in return, I will introduce you to polite society, and you can try to find a new patron for your home for children. So yeah, it's really good so far. I like it. There's really good tension and banter. The pacing, everything is really good. The characters are witty and fun. There's humor. I'm just having a really good time with it. Definitely does have some darker themes because there's a murder mystery going on. Kind of Jack the Ripper-esque, if you will. And I do have two other historical romances I wanted to talk about really quick. So I started this one, Captive Chains by Sonia T. Pelton. This is a zebra romance. I absolutely love the cover. Somebody wrote $2 there, but I got this at the thrift store for like 99 cents. I think I'm going to DNF this. I'm not sure. So this one, it follows 19-year-old Shayna Hill, who is traveling to Washington, like the mountain areas of Washington State, to be a school teacher. And when she gets there, she meets Travis Cordell, who is a very wealthy landowner. He owns like a logging camp, logging company, a bunch of land. He's basically owns everything in the town. And obviously right away they butt heads, and there's like this tension, and there were some really laugh out loud funny scenes. At one point she gets her foot stuck in the saddle and like falls off the horse, and it was kind of funny. There was just some stuff in here that I was like cringing at. I feel like the author, there's some good bones here for a story, but like the character development is so lacking. There's absolutely no relationship development between our characters. It's just all physical attraction. That's like all they talk about. There's no connection where they're like getting to know each other and, forming an attachment. It's just right off the bat. It's like very insta lust, not insta love, which I'm not a huge fan of. And then on top of that, he's like way older than her, and she's only 18 years old. And he's like very forceful and pushy with her, and she is so naive and very like whiny, and I don't know. It's very frustrating. I'm getting mad at both of them as I read this story. I just want to like put them on timeout and say just leave each other alone. This is not healthy. Um so I don't know if this is just a product of its time. Also, I didn't love like the way that he was like talking about women in this, and I don't know. It's just the more I'm saying it, I don't think I need to finish it. I hate not finishing books. I hate not finishing books. But I think I need to just leave it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. I do love the cover, but it just makes me mad looking at it now. So this one might be leaving my collection. We'll see. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend that one if I'm being honest. Okay, and because I'm not loving that one, I wanted to throw in another historical. I'm really new to historical romance, at least mainstream historical romance. I grew up reading tons of Christian historical romance. And so I love the genre. I just am new to a lot of these authors. And Stephanie Lawrence, I know, is a very well-known historical romance author, and I've heard that she has very good, like her writing is really good. So this is The Untamed Bride, which is the first book in her Black Cobra quartet. Now, she has like huge series. So if you are a Stephanie Lawrence fan, is this an okay place to start? Do I need to start somewhere else? Am I making a mistake by starting here? Let me know in the description, or not the description, sorry guys, the comments if you know. But this one sounds really good to me. It's got a lot of intrigue. I like mystery or some kind of something else going on in the story besides just the romance. And this one sounds like there's like a cult called the Black Cobra that's like really bad and, pillaging villages and stuff, and it's about these guys who are going to try to stop them, and then the women that they fall in love with. So it just sounded fun to me. And this one I found in my library sale section, and it came with a or did I leave it over on the bed? I think I left. No, I didn't. Look, it came with a bookmark. Isn't that cool? And I just realized you guys are seeing everything backwards. I'm gonna have to figure out how to flip that around. I don't know how to do that. Help. Anywho, I am also reading Ella Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine. I'm almost finished with this. This is a middle grade that I started for middle grade May, and I just hadn't finished it. This is a childhood favorite. In fact, you guys, look at the inside of this. If I can find the page. Look. My mama bought this for me Christmas 2001. It is very, very well loved. I've read this book so many times. This is a Cinderella retelling. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm a sucker for any type of fairy tale retelling, but this one's really cute if you've never tried it, and it's on Kindle Unlimited actually. And then last but not least, I just realized I forgot one. Oh well, it's okay. You guys will see what I read in my wrap up anyway. I have two categories. So we have The Greek's Wife Returns. I'm actually pretty far into this. A lot of these are already started, which is why I have so many. I'm trying to finish what I start and not pull in too many new books. But this is The Greek Wife Returns by Dani Collins. I am really going to love Dani Collins as a writer. She writes really cute romance. She mainly writes, I think, for the Presents line. I don't know if she writes for any other lines for Harlequin, but I read another book by her, I think it was not last month, but the month before, which was Made to Marry, and I loved it. It was really, really cute. And this book follows a character that we meet in that book, actually, Carmel, the female main character. And this is a second chance romance. Our characters are married, but they've been estranged for a long time. I'm typically not a second chance romance person, but I really wanted to follow Carmel's story because I met her in the other book. And this one takes place in Greece. And if you are looking for a book with very summery, warm vacation vibes, try this one. They go out for gelato, they're going to the beach, they're having picnics outside. It's just very, very summer, and it feels like an escape. It feels like you're going to Greece with the characters, which I thought was really fun. There's also our hero, his name is Damien. His grandmother is a character in here, and she's very sweet and very wise and kind of plays matchmaker to our two characters, trying to like get them to solve their differences and everything. So yeah, it's really cute so far and not super spicy or anything. It's there's not really been any spice yet. We're about halfway through. I feel like Dani Collins, something I appreciate about the books I've read by her so far is while she includes open door scenes, they're usually very loving open door scenes, if that makes sense. And it's between two people who really love each other. So I like that. And then we have Reckoning with the Cowboy by B.J. Daniels. This is the first book in her Dry Gulch, Montana series. I am going to say I really recommend reading this series in order because this book is, it's just very different from other categories that I've read. It has so many characters. In fact, she puts a cast of characters in the front of the book right here, and all of the characters get a lot of page time. So while it says on the back it's focusing on Cordell and Josie's love story, we get a lot of the other characters in the town. There's like character development for them, backstories, and I feel like you might be a little bit lost if you try to pick up book 2 in the series and not read it in order. So that's just a suggestion. I do like it so far. This one is about, like I said, Cordell and his brother Max. And they, when they were teenagers, something really, really bad happened to them. And they ran away to Dry Gulch, Montana to try to just get a fresh start. And Max is kind of the responsible one. He grew up to be the town sheriff. He kind of has his life somewhat together. He still struggles. And then Cordell was kind of like the town bad boy. And he ended up leaving years ago to go kind of seek his fortune and left his longtime sweetheart Josie behind. And she kind of still holds a torch for him and he for her. But they do have some things that they need to work through, obviously, and some of the demons from the boys' past are coming back to haunt them in this book. So there's definitely like suspense and some mystery, and yeah, it's really good so far. It's not super romantic. There's not really that much. There is a little bit, but honestly, there's not very much romance in here. It's mostly focuses on like the town and relationships between the brothers and like friendship between Josie and her friend Goldie. There is, I don't know, I just like it. It's very different. It's very different from other categories that I've read. So I would recommend it if you like the intrigue line, especially if you like more mystery, suspense, and like slice of life, like day to day what's going on in the town sort of thing, as opposed to a ton of romance. So, anywho, that is everything. Now, I did download a, I think it's a Maisie Yates book, and Sarah, if you watch her video that she did on the Harlequin books that she's hoping to read, I think for June, there was a book in there that just looked really good to me, and I saw it was on sale on Kindle, so I downloaded it, and I would like to read that as well. But I don't know how to put pictures up on the screen, and I don't have my Kindle here with me. So hopefully I'll be able to show you that in the wrap up. I can't remember what it was called, but it was the first book in a series, and it's a cowboy theme, cowboy romance type book. So anywho, that is everything. I hope you guys are doing really well. Let me know, what are your reading plans? What are you guys planning to read? Are you a seasonal reader? Do you tend to like, rom-coms in the summer, or are you just a mood reader like me? I'm not sure if that was my son or the dog, but I heard barking. There's always loud noises going on right now. We're actually watching my parents' dogs right now too, so we've got a house full. Um, anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I hope that you have a lovely week, and yeah.